Okay, I'm gonna say a verse and I'm gonna break it down. Train up a child in the way that they should go. We've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. We're slaves to the lender. Check out their agenda. Some change their gender, but look at what you went to. Can't fathom why kids joining them games. It's hard to debate when they saw you do the same. When you join the church, rep colors and pay dues. Even gang members call themselves brothers too. Satan really got you fooled with divide and conquer. You don't even realize he used you to sponsor. I speak the truth out of love, but you call me a monster. But I'm trying to get some common unity amongst us. Train up a child in the way that they should go. We've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. Look at our mental state. Look at the way we're training our children. That's why in the verse I say, train up a child in the way that they should go. We've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. We are slaves to the lender. We quick to support brands of opposite nationalities. We quick to do anything that's not empowering us. And we're quick to be enslaved to go get money, to get things real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Train up a child in the way that they should go. We've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. We are slaves to the lender. Check out their agenda. Some change their gender. You got men trying to be women, women trying to be men, and not only in dress. Some women and men are dressing in their normal state, but their mind frame is conformed to the opposite sex. And I'm going to explain. A woman was not designed to shoulder the load of the family, but they switch genders in the sense they're being the man of the house. I'm going to address this. You cannot be a lady and think like a man. That's not your thinking. I don't care what Steve Harvey told you. Your thinking is that of a woman. You could play like that. You could talk to men, but you can never think like a man. Just like men who sleep with men try to think like women. You cannot think like a woman if you're a man. I don't care what somebody tell you. That's that on that. Train up a child in the way that they should go. You've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. We're slaves to the lender. Check out their agenda. Some change their gender, but look at what you into. You can't fathom why kids joining them gangs. It's hard to debate when they saw you do the same. When you join the church, rep colors and pay dues, even gang members call themselves brothers too. An OG and a pastor are the equivalent. People don't want to hear this, but the OG and a pastor are the equivalent. The gang members look up to the OG. The church members look up to the pastor. In the inner city church, 9 times out of 10, they have a color. Gangs have a color. They meet on certain days, just like the church. And they pay dues, just like the church. If you disrespect the rules, you're governed just like the church. And it's a monarchy. God never meant us to be in a monarchy. God wants us to rule together, hold each other accountable. But you cannot hold each other accountable when you got one person always calling the shots. You got the Crips, you got the Bloods, you got the churches, you got the G's. They all have the same function. And not only, now you have the Crips against the Bloods, but now you have the church members against the Crips, the Bloods, and also against each other. So you got us all divided in different meanings, forms, and fashions. We got to understand that. Churches are divided when they don't come together on one cause. The Bible says come together on one accord, but we choose not to do that. And people wonder why we're in the state we're in. Understand that. We're going further and further away from God's word, but we say we're following it. Sad. Don't get mad at me for telling you that the church and the gang are the same. Most churches operate under gangster mentality. Go in there and try to say you don't agree with the pastor and see what happens. You're not physically annihilated, but spiritually you are. They belittle you and all kind of other things. You don't believe me? Try it and see. Okay. We've been trained the wrong way. Look around if you don't know. We're slaves to the lender. Check out their agenda. Some change their gender, but look at what you went to. Can't fathom. You can't understand. Fathom mean understand. Why kids joining them gangs, it's hard to debate when they saw you do the same. When you join the church, rep colors and pay dues, even gang members call themselves brothers too. If you familiar with gangs, you know that most gang members consider each other family, which it was started on a family base. That's why, just like the church members, they say brother and sister. So the language isn't even different. Notice that. The language isn't different. And Satan has come up with the tool. By you teaching your child to go to church, they are formed to be separate. They are formed to be unified together for a good that could be destructive. They're accustomed to wearing and repping. Repping means representing certain colors, certain things. The church represents, most churches wear certain colors. You don't believe me? Think about it. If I'm lying, somebody email me at exhort.inc@gmail.com and tell me otherwise. But for the sake of an argument, just pay attention. We got to get better and do better. But when I tell you that, they going to call me a monster. And the only reason I'm telling you what I'm telling you is because I'm trying to get some unity amongst the people. But everybody don't want to unify, so this is only for the people who are willing to listen. Pay attention, think about stuff, and act on it. We got to quit rallying and start to plan and act. We can rally all day. They've been rallying since the 60s. It's time out for that. I'm RMJR. We own positive things and positive movements for 2015 and beyond. It's time to start thinking and quit talking. Thinking, quit talking, act, plan and act. You can't just come together and meet all the time. Because basically you coming to meet to get somebody's status. It's time out for that. Let's go. RMJR 2015. The movement has started. It's been before me. And I'm just a progressor of the movement. The movement is truth to the people to plan and act and do better than what we're doing. We can't keep having rallies, y'all. They ain't doing nothing. Rallying ain't doing nothing but stalling. If we ain't gonna plan and act, don't ask me to meet. I'm out. RMJR. Peace.